Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study a very well known chapter to all of us. We are studying these chapters from the fifth standard, that what is pollution, air pollution, water pollution. So first of all, we will start with the simple definition of pollution. Pollution is any undesirable change in the physical, chemical or biological characteristic of air, water, land that may be harmful to life of humans, animals, living conditions, industrial processes and cultural assets. So all these leads to pollution. Now pollution contains some pollutants. The agents that pollute our environment are called pollutants. Pollutants are those substances which contaminates the air, water and land. For example, smoke, dust, fog, gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, they all are pollutants as they contribute for the pollution. First of all, we will talk about air pollution. Air pollution is the contamination of air by impurities which may have a harmful impact on the living organisms and the non-living components. So, the contamination of air by impurities like different gases and other things, it is called air pollution. There could be different sources of air pollution. First one is natural sources. Natural sources like smoke and dust that arises from forest fires, volcanic eruptions is a contribution to the air pollution. Methane gas arising from decaying organic matter. These all are natural sources that causes air pollution. Some are man-made sources like exhaust gases from factories, power plants and automobiles. The exhaust that comes out from different factories, different power plants and the vehicles that we use in our daily life, this also leads to air pollution. Now the different gases which are pollutants are carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, methane and sulfur dioxide. These are the major pollutants of air pollution. Now, what is smog? Smog is mixture of smoke and fog. Smoke and fog, they combinedly make smog. Smog is mixture of smoke and fog. It is mixture in the air of smoke and chemicals with fog. The chemical composition of smoke can include ozone. Ozone is O3 molecules. 3 oxygen molecules combine to form ozone. The sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, these all are the chemical components of smoke that makes them. Smoke can trigger breathing difficulties like asthma and coughing. It could cause asthma as well as coughing and it will difficult in breathing. Now, how could we prevent air pollution? The prevention are use fuels like CNG and unleaded petrol in the automobiles. Unleaded petrol should be used in place of petrol which causes a lot of pollution, and we should use CNG in place of different fossil fuels. Switching to alternative fuels like solar energy, hydropower and wind energy. Instead of fuels, we should use solar energy, hydropower and wind energy for different purposes. Planting more and more trees, as trees act as air purifier in our nature, so we should plant more and more trees. Traveling to school on a bicycle or on public transport or carpooling. We can just use limited number of vehicles. If the school is nearby, we can just go by walking. If it is a bit far, we can use our bicycle. If it is far away from our homes or houses, we can use public transport or we can use carpooling. So this will prevent traffic as well as pollution. Avoiding burning of leaves, trash and vegetable matters. These different organic waste should not be burnt. They should be just dumped at one place and they could be converted into organic manure. By restricting cigarette smoking at public places, smoking at public places should be prohibited. Now, increasing level of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons leading to global warming. So, global warming is the increase in the temperature of the atmosphere due to the increase of level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Excessive use of CFC damage ozone layer, which protects the earth from harmful ultraviolet rays emitted by the sun. Ozone layer is also depleting due to chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs, that we are using in our homes, in refrigerators and in ACs. It is depleting ozone layer, the O3, that is ozone layer, that prevents the ultraviolet rays from reaching our earth. Now, greenhouse effect and global warming. The sun rays warm the earth's surface. Due to the sun rays, the earth's surface get warm. The temperature of the earth's surface is increasing. A part of the radiation that falls on the earth is absorbed by it, and that part is reflected back into the space. A part of the reflected radiation is trapped by the atmosphere due to the presence of gases like water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, etc. These all gases traps the part that is being reflected by the radiations. So, due to trapping of these, the greenhouse effect is occurring on the earth. This is known as greenhouse gases. The trapping of the radiations that is reflected by the earth, these all are the gases which are responsible for greenhouse effect, like water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide. These all are called greenhouse gases, and this is known as greenhouse effect. A part of the reflected radiation trapped by the atmosphere due to the presence of different gases. Now, the trapped radiation further warm the earth. They just increase the temperature of the earth and have adverse effects such as melting of glaciers and increasing sea levels. This phenomena is known as global warming. So, greenhouse effect leads to global warming. Greenhouse effect causes global warming. They are directly proportional to one another. Now, let's talk about water pollution. Water pollution is contamination of water by objectionable and harmful substances such as sewage, toxic chemicals, silt, etc. When harmful substances are being added to the different water bodies or water reservoirs, the water gets contaminated by them, and this condition is called water pollution. Sewage, agriculture chemicals and industrial waste are some of the major contaminants of water. The major contaminants that contaminates the water are sewage, agricultural chemicals and industrial waste. They contribute the most to the water pollution. The water which is purified and fit for drinking is called potable water. The potable water is the water which we can use for drinking. Water is a precious natural resource. We must learn to conserve it. We must conserve the water because we know a very less percentage of water is remaining that we can use for us. So we should save more and more water. Now, water can be saved, or we can plant more and more trees so that there could be more rain and we can restore the water again. So this is about air pollution and water pollution. Air pollution is the contamination of air by different particles or different gases, and water pollution is the contamination of water by objectionable and harmful substances. Greenhouse effect, we have talked about greenhouse effect, the effect in which when the radiation falls on the earth, it is absorbed by it and a part of them is reflected back. When they are reflected, the reflected radiation is trapped by the gases in the atmosphere. This condition is called greenhouse effect, and greenhouse gases are water vapor, carbon dioxide, methane and nitrous oxide. This leads to greenhouse effect, and greenhouse effect leads to global warming. The rise in the temperature of the atmosphere is called global warming. So we should avoid pollution as much as we can. We should get rid of it so that it could not harm us. That's all about this chapter. I hope you understood the concept very well. For more details, stay connected to my channel. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.